You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the Rabbi.
13 years ago, we were scared. We were feeling vulnerable. We had been attacked in one of the worst attacks on the United States in the history of our country. 9/11 left us speechless. It left us not being able to understand how tragedy like this could happen in our world. And we were angry. We wanted answers. We wanted accountability. If life wasn't going to be fair, then we were going to take life by the horns and demand accountability. And we would do whatever it takes. And we did. This week, we found out some of the things that we did, that our government, that our military did in our names. And we can debate whether or not this is right or wrong. But ultimately, we did those things out of fear. We did them out of a feeling of tremendous vulnerability. And I think about the brothers in this week's Torah portion and how vulnerable they were feeling. They were older than Joseph. They had been around longer. They were perhaps stronger than Joseph. And yet Joseph was getting all this attention. He had these special powers to be able to interpret dreams. And the dreams that he had suggested that they were going to bow down to him. They were probably very scared, feeling very vulnerable. And they acted like anybody who's in that situation might act. They said, enough. We need to get rid of him. We have to kill him. We have to hold him accountable for the way that he has treated us, for the way that he's made us feel. They argued that they should kill him right there and then. And only one person, only one of the brothers stood up and said, no, that's not right. Reuven said, don't do him any harm. Let's put him in this pit. Let's put him in this pit. And Reuven was hoping that he would be able to come back later and save Yosef from the pit, take him out, return him to the family, somehow perhaps make amends. But in the interim, the brothers came back, took him out of the pit, sold him to some passing Ishmaelites. I couldn't help but see the parallels. At a time when we are feeling afraid and vulnerable, we make poor, terrible choices, and we do tremendous harm not only to others, but to ourselves in the process. What we need in our lives, what we need to strive to be, is Reuven. We need a Reuven to stand up and say, this was wrong. The way we acted, even though we were forced into this situation, even though we were acting out of fear, was wrong. It's not okay to treat people like this. It's not okay to torture people, to use enhanced interrogations, whatever you want to call it. We need a Reuven in our lives. We need to hold ourselves to act like Reuven, to be willing to say, despite our pain, despite our vulnerability, that some things are beyond the pale.
It's okay as you will see that we're bound to disagree. Don't have to see eye to eye to make the Torah come alive. Now that I've had my say, let's not waste the whole day.